YouTube? This is the Darkly Player, and I'm here with match 3 for the Cat Swarm Elves, and we will go ahead and go right into a modern playlist and see what happens. Oh, okay, it's not the same guy we played in the first one, but it was close. I am going to wish him a good luck. I know I haven't been doing that because I'm kind of concentrating on talking to you guys. If this had some sort of mana, I would grab it. But like I said in the first game, 2 Sun Zeniths is bad. And only getting a Visionary is not good. I will go ahead and mulligan. And as you see, no lands. I think the Shuffler is screwing around with me right now, because I'm going to have to mulligan this as well. If it had a Lano or a Jiraga even, maybe not a Jiraga, but some sort of mana ramp. Again, Lano. I am going to keep this just to hope in the world I get a fucking forest. But it pretty much looks like... Oh, I guess he let me go first. I draw into a Jiraga. Again, I'm just going to concede because the Shuffler was not good on me. I'm going to tell him what happened. Submit my deck. Okay, we'll see what happens. I am going to go ahead and play first. I guess I'm going to keep. I don't want to keep, but I really do not want to run into this. And I get turn 2 Jiraga level up, which ain't bad. So it's a lot better than my last hand. I do have the Zenith in my hand. I do have a deck thinner. So it all depends on what I draw. If I draw into a bunch of lands, I'm in trouble. But if I draw into some other elves, it's going to be nice. You know, Alana would be nice. Arc Druid would be nice. Another Druid would be okay. Because I can tap 2 to level him up and then pop out another elf. I'd have to lose a mana doing that, but I'm okay with that. See what he brings out. Oh, enchantment Expedix Tower counters on Helix. Okay, that's an interesting thing. He has to get 100 or more counters. So he's got to have a way. That's probably his win condition. It is weird. Oh, that's a bad draw. I'll go ahead and drop this out. I will go ahead and level her up. A land was not what I was needing there. That is a bad draw. Again, I will probably just pass it. I got nothing to do, but I don't want to attack. He does have that. He will probably put a counter on it. I will yield. Oh, he didn't put a counter on it. Why didn't he put a counter on that? I don't know why he didn't put a counter on that. Maybe that's not his win condition, or he's got something that just does 100 all at once. But 100 counters on something like that is very hard to do. I drew into another play. I'm going to play it. Okay, let's see if I could just shuffle my deck out. I am going to go straight into a plains and a forest that gets rid of all my plains. Go figure. I'll play the plains on the field because I need those on the field more than I do the forest right now. I will go ahead and pass it and let him go. Again, as you see, the Shuffler is not being nice to me. I've drawn nothing but lands. I'm being mana screwed. I was mana screwed the first round. I'm mana screwed the second round. This is going to hurt if I don't draw into anything good. Heck, even a Harmonize would be awesome. Nope, I drew into that. I can play it, so I will, but I think he has something against it. First thing I drew into. I could do a 4 Zenith, but I want to save my Zenith for something bigger. I'm hoping he doesn't kill off my Sage, because I am pretty much screwed. And if I draw into any creatures at all, I have enough mana. If I have enough mana to nearly hardcast him, I got enough mana for everything in my deck, because he costs the most. Him and Collective Unconscious. So if I draw into any creature, he gives me a hell of a lot of synergy, because I could just play a creature, draw a card, play a creature, draw a card. So if I keep running into creatures, it'd be fine. But I have an eerie suspicion this deck's going to throw me with a loop. Okay. He's going to pop out something big. Whenever a creature you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. That is not good. That is definitely not good. But it's like turn 4 and he still hasn't casted a single creature. So he drew into a Harmonize. I will just play a Forest. I will just go ahead and Harrow. Sorry, I didn't draw Harmonize. I drew Harrow. I will just sacrifice a plane, or not planes, but a Forest. You know what? Since I don't have a lot of choices, I'm probably going to go ahead and level this one up a couple times to get her up to 3. I normally don't try to level these people. I don't normally try to level up Jiraga at all, but because I am running so heavy on mana with nothing else to play except the Zenith, we'll let him go. I mean, next turn I'm probably just going to pop it off. I don't want to, but I need to get it out there, especially if he pulls out a bunch of creatures. I think that it has something to do with creatures he could just sacrifice. But he's got 5 cards in his hand, and all I've seen is 2 enchantments. What's he got? He's got something, and I don't know what it is, and it's scaring me. I should, like I said in the first game, tech into some good Texians. So, is he going to tap that or not? Is he going to tap that, then that? What's he doing? I think he's just trying to settle his mana. This is going to hurt. It feels like it's going to hurt. I don't know why. If I'm lucky, it's just another enchantment. But that's technically unlucky, because then for every 1 creature, he can get 2. Oh, what do you have? There he goes again. He completely undoes it. He's either going to play something or he's going to pass it, and he's already redid his mind twice. He probably already knows I'm mana screwed out the butt, and it's just a bad match for me, because I had to automatically concede because no mana. I could have played it out, but it would have been just a long, drawn-out process. Maybe I should have, just to see what this guy's deck is, but I'm not going to waste the time to do that. Because it's just the way it is. So I'm just going to be here and just talk. Because he's still thinking. He's still letting his time dwindle down. He's getting pretty low. But he has something. Otherwise it wouldn't take him this long to figure out. Because I'm so mana screwed, I know what I'm going to do next turn. Unless I draw into a creature. And if I draw into a creature, I am going to go out. And just keep playing as much as I can with the Sage until I run into a land. But I believe he might be playing something to trigger off that Grey Pact, forcing me to get rid of something. Okay, I'm gonna read this. So, goat tokens? He did say something in his thing about goat tokens. But his deck's sucky because it takes him like 20 minutes to get out 100 goats, then another 5 to make them actually do any damage. So I don't know what he's running, but I do like the idea that there's a goat here. I don't know why. I just like the goat. Goats are pretty. Okay, he's down to 1 mana. He can do a little bit with 1 mana. I think, I don't know the combo, but I think it has something to do with him popping out 100 goats and giving him a sacrifice ability. I'm just going to go Harmonize. I was thinking about Zenith, but a Harmonize is a little bit better. Zenith, I want to save Zenith for as far as I can because I really do need to get that out with some synergy. And this is pretty good. Okay, I do have 6 mana. I only need 4 for those 2. I will go ahead and tap. I know this may not be the best play, but I want to thin my deck out before I start drawing because I am sickly worried about the fucking planes, and they come out untapped, so I can easily just tap 3 for Arc Druid. I will always yield, but I will not always say yes because, like I said earlier, sometimes I don't want to draw, and then that'll be okay. And then I got a couple more. I should put that out, but I want the double draw, and it went right into a Draga, which is good. And that went into a Harmonize. So pretty much I am starting to get up and running. So this is going to be good. I was in a tough spot, but the Harmonize has completely brought it around. You know, I don't have much ramp up, but because of these, I do. You know, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. I can do 12, but I'm probably going to go ahead and pop enough to get him out, but he may be getting his combo off soon. That's what I'm worried about. Okay. He's got 2, so I think he can get 2 tokens out now. Okay, okay. So it's pretty much like a white straw into something. Oh, that's good. I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I will go ahead and level her up. I know that may not be the best move, but that will automatically make like my Visionaries, my Lanos, and my other Jiragas that I get automatically better, because then I don't have to pop in any lands to pop them off. But because the Lanos cost only 1, I will pop them out. And like I said, I do have the Sages, which will automatically draw me a card. Then on top of that, I got the Arc Druid to help set off something if I really need to. Again, I just did another... I did a Lano into a Lano. I will draw because I really like drawing right now because this guy may get his combo off fast. But with that Arc Druid out, I need to swarm the field as much as I can. I don't really want to do this, but I don't want the risk of it. I will go ahead and sacrifice another forest to go into another Harrow to go into 2 more forest. I'm only doing this because they do come back untapped, so a Harrow only costs me 1 mana, and I don't really need the forest that bad. I will tap 1. I'll tap 2. I'll go into double Visionary, or double draw, Visionary into a Sage. Sage will draw me a Harrow, and then Sage will draw me... He hasn't replied any. A Harmonize. I'm not completely out of mana. I can't tap these at all. But I will tap that for 2 to pop out the Jiraga to draw a card. I know what you're thinking. Why am I going through all this hassle to do it? And that's because I need to swarm this field as fast as I can. That added 2 and I get a Jiraga. I don't really need to pump in any lands at all. So I will just use my other for another Jiraga. The reason why I'm popping in so many Elves is this is the way the deck runs. I completely draw out. Now, the issue is those all come into, you know, Summon Sickness. But I can just tap this for 2. And then tap this. Now I got 10. I'm pretty much set. I will pop out a Druid for 3. I will go ahead and draw another card. I could do a Harmonize Ooh, that's good. I don't want to pull that out right now because I got too much in the field. I will go ahead and harrow just to get rid of another forest and thin my deck out more. I'm down to like 4 forest in there. I still got 4, so I will go ahead and harmonize to replenish my hand. I will go ahead and drop out a land or draw another card. And there's another Zenith. Again, I'm pretty much tapped out, I think. I'm going to look at this right quick. Yeah, I got 1 mana. Okay. It's his turn. But next turn, I'm going to go off into his face like he has never seen before. Because every elf I got adds 2 except the double arc druid. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh shit, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 for just the regular elves, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 20 for the arc druids, and then the lands. I'm pretty much going to tap out. I don't know if he has any counters, but he's running black, and he does have white, so I got to worry. But he's just going to pass it. Oh, he's going to do something. It's during my upkeep, so it's fine. If he does some sort of board wipe, I will just go ahead and tap out everything to play out a thing, but he might have something. If he does just a simple board wipe, it's fine. That's bad. Because I think that will affect me. So I will go ahead and tap this out. They are just 1/2s. So that does great with him. I'm just going to go ahead and blast it out. So he knows the power he's coming against. This is a 42 Zenith. Yeah, that's a 42 Sun Zenith. I will go ahead and cast it for 42. I will taunt him a little bit, say kitties. They'll be 1/2 because of that, but that's 42 of them I just put out on the field. I had to do it. I didn't want to. But if I read that card right, that card's a mean card. And then because of that, oh shit, that's a lot. What did he do to me? I can't do nothing. Probably got something else, because he wouldn't have done that if he didn't have nothing else. So yeah, these do it in 10, so we'll see what he gets. So he populated his guy to pop out more of his stuff, which is good because, you know, that's a nice little token gen, but he did not have the power I did. And I got 42 2/2s on the field. That's a lot to say in one mouthful. But on top of that, I do have another Zenith. So if he pulls out something that I do not like, I could throw that out again on next turn like I did. I hate doing that, but he knows if he doesn't do anything, he's dead next turn. But I'm pretty much tapped out. And I'm sorry if you hear burping. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's not too bad. See what he does. He knows if he attacks, I'm going to block. I don't know if he can come back from this. Upkeep. Does he pull out that other thing he did again? Because that's an annoying card. No, he let me go. That was a bad move on his end. I could deck myself out, but I need to kill him. Really, really bad do I need to kill him. Okay, I'll just attack with everything. Okay, I'll go to beginning combat. And then I'll attack all these cards, attack, all of these cards attack, all of these cards attack, all of these cards attack. He probably got another one of those populate cards. Which if he does, in response, I will just go ahead and... I don't want to do this, but I have to. Oh, wait. That's a little bit stronger than the last one. It's a 44. So I will go ahead and Zenith. I will go ahead and cast the other Zenith for 44 just so I can get some blockers out. So this guy is against a very massive army of cats. This, as you see, is one of the better games I've had in these 3 duels. You know, I'm glad you guys are here to share this with me, because this is one of the better results I've had with this deck. And the main reason why is because I pretty much got the Jiraga combo out with a double Druid and a ton of lands in the bottom. So he already did that. So he's got a lot of those. Because he populated one of those tokens. And then I'll let him go. He's got 1 land. He played something. I don't know what he did. Oh, I'm going to recap because I heard a sound effect and I want to see what that is. Let's scroll down. Nope. He just prevented that. Okay. I'll go ahead and end my turn because he did block all that damage. So yeah, those populates are really annoying, but I don't think if he has another one, that's good for him. If he doesn't, he's in trouble. He is down to he's down to 2 cards in the hand. I'm up to 7. I only got 20 cards in my deck, but the double Zenith was good because I added more cards back into my deck. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can see this, but he's up to 45 cards in his deck with 2 cards in hand. I'm up to 20 cards in my deck with 7 cards in my hand. But I have about 100 creatures on the battlefield right now. Let's count it out right quick. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 2. Oh, let's count the 10s first. He conceded 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 87, 9, Yeah, I got like almost 100. I got like 96 creatures out from this, and he conceded. So let's begin sideboarding, and he could not come back from that. You know, that's too much. He is probably going to side in some hate because he does have black. I'm probably going to see like the negative cards or the cards that really hurt swarm decks or token decks like mine. So he's probably going to side in a lot. Not a lot of hate, but probably enough to run me out early game so I can't grab that momentum again. Because that was some insane momentum, as you guys saw. It did run a little short, or not short, it did run a little long because it knocked me down to about 17 minutes or so. 16, 17, 15, something like that. And down to 20 cards in my hand just from the Sage of the Draw power. But that's why I run the Harmonize. I never even casted the Collective Unconscious because that would have just decked me out. I put the Collective Unconscious in there because it's a nice little draw card, especially if I got like 7 creatures on the field. But when you get 40 and your deck is only 20, you know not to do it. So you'll see what I get. I got a Harmonize, a Visionary, and that's it. I will mulligan because I usually like to get one. This will work. I got double Lano, Jiraga, and 2 Forest. No planes, but I could do turn 1 Lano, turn 2 Jiraga, but he let me go first, so that has me worried. So I was on turn first, so I played a Lano. He's probably got something in his hand. Oh no, I'm down to like 12 life, so this has been a little long of a game. Or 12 minutes. So I'm going to have to speed up a little bit. Social item for Force or Plains. If you like card and put it in your hand, the shuffle land. Okay. He's probably going to go ahead and get a dual land. It seems like it's a dual land deck. So he probably... No, he just grabbed a Plains. That's really all he grabbed was a Plains. Okay. So he didn't grab a dual land. But I have a feeling he has like Path of Exile and stuff like that in his deck now. I did draw a Force. That's not good. I will go ahead, tap 3. No, I will not. I will just tap the 2 to play the Jiraga and the Lano. Because I can tap 2 mana next turn for the Jiraga to pump it up. And I may, depends on what my draws are, but I may want to hurry up and grab... Yeah, I may want to hurry up and try to cash that unconscious or collective unconsciousness because I've only got 3 creatures. Yeah, this is going to hurt. So this is maybe what his deck's built around, but the goats are weird. Let's see what I draw into. That's okay. I will go ahead and cultivate. And then I will do a... Let me get that stack out of the way. A Forest and a Plains. And I will go ahead and play the Plains. Keep the Forest in hand. But I will tap these 2 to level her up. So that I can have my collective unconscious next turn. I mean, I don't really... At this point in the game, I do need to cast it, unless I draw into a Harmonize. A Harmonize will be slightly better because I don't like casting an unconscious for 3 creatures. But if I have to, I have to, because we have seen where just 1 or 2 cards in this deck have been able to pass me up. And because I'm so high in mana ramp, I can generate 2, 4, 7, 8 mana already, 9 mana next turn. And it's my turn. I'm going to scroll this down right quick. Hold on. It's my turn 4. And, okay, that's a lot better. I will go ahead and tap 4, 5, 6 for Sage. It's my turn 4. Turn 4 Sage is really good. It's a 4/5, but he does run black. It looks like he ran white. it's not going to be fun when he pops that off. But now I can do a Collective Unconscious into 4, beef up my hand if he doesn't do anything. It's my end. Yeah, he's going to kill it. He's going to get rid of my Sage. Bye, Sage. I'm thinking it's like a simple, yeah, just a hero's downfall. Alright, so bye-bye, Sage. And when he does, I lose a life. Or he gains life. Never mind. So yeah, I lost my Sage, which he would have added synergy out the butt for this deck, but I think that's why he probably, I don't think he sided in those. If he did, that's a good side. But that is going to hurt a little bit, so I'm going to be back down to collectiving a 3 or less. Let's hope he doesn't have like a board wipe here. Does have 4 mana, 1 white. Does have me worried. We'll see what happens. But like I said, he's already showing some hate against me. Okay, so it's just a green-white. So it's a 4/4, which is pretty evil. That's where the goats came in. It looks like it's a goat swarm pump-up deck, which is awesome. I drew into land, which is not good. I will go ahead and tap all my mana for a Collective Unconscious. I'll go ahead and draw 3, and that's into a Zenith, into a Sage. Ugh, but I can't cast a Sage. No, I will undo that. No, I won't take the risk. I won't take the risk and just tap out. I know that's bad to do, but I want to try to get her up to level 5 again really fast, because then I can synergize into more lands, and I really need a Harrow or a Cultivate even, because I've got so much green. I should have cultivated earlier into a plains, but at that time I needed a plains as well. So I did okay, just my draws are not doing good. He pulled out something. Oh, he's going to pull out something. Oh, pretty much I'm dead. Unless I can pop out something really fast. Because that has lifelink, and whenever he gains life, he can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature he controls. So that's 5 damage. He don't gain life from that. Plains, that was not what I wanted to see. Nah, that's game. Because he's just going to pump up his stuff really fast with that. I will try to gain a turn. That's 6. I'll go ahead and cast a Sage. It's the best move I got because I can't do a Zenith. If I could do a Zenith, I would. I will then go ahead and level her up to 2 or 5. So now, when I can, I only did that because I didn't have no other open moves. He is going to hit me next turn really hard. I will probably block that guy and kill it off. Because they deal 4 damage to him, but he'll gain +1/+1 counters. So it probably won't kill him. Or if this one's smart, yeah, he's just going to attack with those 3. Okay, let's hit okay. I will block the big guy. But when they deal damage, it's all at once. Then her effect replies. So he may die right here. Depends on how this triggers. I really don't know how this is going to trigger. The game will allow me to do it. Or he's going to play something to kill my Sage off so that doesn't happen. If he does, he should have done that before I block, because I still get the block. So he's just going to do another Hero's Downfall? No, Hero's Downfall is 2-1. What's he got? Oh, that's just cheating. Wait, then how does that work? Oh. I mean, he just seemed to pump up my own stuff, but he just pumped his stuff up really high. I just didn't know possible plays yield log because there was nothing I can do here. I am completely tapped out. I'll just go ahead and always yield to it. I don't want to do this. Okay, always yield, always yield, always yield. Done, 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 done. Okay, I'm always yielding now. So he pretty much just pumped up his stuff really, really, really high. And that also pumped up these guys. He won, but I'm still just going to swing at him. Might as well. He'll knock him down to 5. Or he's just going to druid. Yeah, he druids. As you can see, that's going to be game for me. That angel's a pretty mean beast, especially when he copies it. So I've got nothing I can do against him, and since I'm completely tapped out of creatures, he'll swing over me and hit me for more than 12. So he won that game, and as you can see, let's go back to play log. As you can see, like, this is what I told you. It's a glass cannon of a deck. It does pull off sometimes. I lost my first one, and I lost my second match, or lost my first and third match, but won my second match. But you saw in the third match, first game, how evil my deck can get. But like I said, it does need tweaking, and it's mainly just for a casual player who just wants to have some fun. Because as you saw in a lot of the games, when I was able to pop off, I popped off for like 20 to 40 creatures in one turn. And that is a very heavy, hard-hitting deck to get away from. But it's one of those decks that's not very consistent, as you saw. 2 out of 3 matches I lost. So it's not that great of a deck overall. So it might need some tweaking to get it through, because it does lose to hate, and it does lose to control a lot. But it is just a fun deck to play. You know, it's a nice casual deck that has a very mean ability. A very, very mean ability. Because you saw with just this one Sage on the field, I was able to do a lot. I'll go into wrap up and let you guys go. So this is the Darkly Player, and I'm going to have a 4th video up and running soon. Have a great day.